All right, welcome to class, everybody. My name is Teacher Chad, and this hour we are going to be practicing some reading and pronunciation as we read through the short story Between Midnight and New Year's. Okay, the short story is, let me go ahead and put that in the chat box for you. Okay, and if you decide to come in and hang out in the Google chat, it's there for you as well. All right. Now, if you have never been to one of my reading classes before, I do treat it as a pronunciation class. So we'll read about 2, maybe 3, depending on the size of the paragraphs. So we'll read about 2 to 3 paragraphs, and then I'll take some notes. We'll practice some words that that you had some troubles with, maybe consonants, vowel sounds, endings of words, maybe sometimes intonation. Okay, if you're stressing the wrong word within a sentence. All right, so yeah, we'll take a look at those things, practice them, and then move on. So I do recommend that everybody bring a notebook, write down your mistakes, catalog them so you can practice them on a daily basis and get better. Okay, so that's what the plan is for this hour. Let's see who we have so far. Hey there, Amparo. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, and good morning to you. Happy Friday. Getting ready for the weekend. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
Yes, that's day.
That's right.
Day. Yeah.
Do you have any plans? Tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, huh?
On Sunday, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So are you guys going to get together as a family this weekend?
Sure. Have to
All
cook
right.
tomorrow.
Very cool. All right. Very good. How about Laszlo? Laszlo, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing great. Welcome to class. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Well, it might just be us for the class. Now, Laszlo, do you have any plans for this weekend?
I don't know. I think I at home.
Okay, so you're gonna hang out at home, relax a little bit,
and learn the babbling.
Okay. All right, sounds good, man. All right, well let's get going, you guys. The link is in the chat box. Go ahead and open that up. And here it is. All right. Okay, so let's start off with Amparo. And let me have you read the first 4 paragraphs here. So from the beginning down to what time is it?
Okay. The phone rang. Brian Taylor picked it up. "This is Brian," he said, and listened for a moment, looking away from the accident report on his desk. "Yes, sir. I was the medic on the call." He twirled the pen between 2 fingers as the person on the other end of the line spoke. "No, sir. She was DOA." He listened, rubbing his eyes. The decision was based on the extent of trauma, mechanism of injury, and time to extricate. Again, silence as Brian listened. "Yes, sir. That will be in my report." "Okay, thanks," he said, then hung up. "Coroner?" Dave looked up from his own report form. His eyes went dark, half closed, from being awake most of the early morning. "Yeah." Brian picked up his pen and found the empty space on his report form. He was wondering why we did not start CPR. He was tired, drained, still a little jangled from adrenaline. In that empty space on the form, he printed carefully. cause of death was exsanguination. Dave Johnson sighed, looked back down at the lengthy narrative he'd already written about the accident. Like we didn't know that. He closed his eyes, reached up and rubbed the center of his forehead. What time is it?
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at some words here. Nice correction on rubbed. Okay, you went back on that. I do want to get a little bit more of the T sound on reached. Okay,
Reached.
so yeah, there we go. Reached up. Try that.
Reached up.
All right. Awesome job with exsanguination. Okay, the only thing that I would correct is right here in the middle. Gue. Exsangue. All right, sorry, not gue, but gue. Exsanguination.
Okay, exsanguination.
There we go. Yeah, and that means what is it? It's not strangling, but choking, I guess. So person couldn't breathe. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to jangled. Whoops, right here, right up above. Instead of jongled, jangled.
Jangle.
Very good. Let's go to picked. Okay, picked up his pen. So give me that T at the end. Picked up his pen.
Picked up his pen.
Excellent. Okay. Now the word decision. Here you said decision. Okay, switching that around, so it's decision. Decision. Try that.
Decision.
Good. One more time. Decision.
Decision.
Good. All right. And we have this word. The IR here in the middle is an sound. That's twirled. Twirled.
Twirl.
Okay, give me that D at the end. Twirled.
Twirled.
Good. Just like that. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, and one last word. Rang. Instead of wrong, rang.
Ran.
Okay, rang. Rang.
Rand.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Excellent. Very good, Amparo. All right, let's go to Dennis. Dennis, how you doing? Welcome to class.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Chad. I'm doing okay. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. All right, Dennis, let's have you continue here from I don't know. And I'll have you read down to this last little bit, maybe 11 or so. Okay?
Okay. I don't know. Sometime between midnight and New Year's. He put his pen down, stood up. I'll finish this in the morning. Going to bed, Dave said. I think I'm going to call my wife. He walked out of the office. Earlier. The hard cold of the end of the year gave the night air a crystalline quality, making the red bars of the medic units overhead cut through that air like lasers. The siren sounded the same, and affected by the temperature of the air. There was some chatter on the radio, but it was either very early in the morning or very late at night, so there should not have been much radio traffic. Dave tried to ignore the red beams as they spun like helicopter blades. He had to pay close attention to the road conditions. Snow had fallen just after Christmas, and it had been cold enough since then to keep the roads slick with frost and treacherous with the narrow tracks of hard frozen slush. What time is it? What time is it? Dave asked, and Brain put the MacBook away. Don't know. Maybe 11 or so.
Okay, very good. Nice job on that last line. Let's go to, let's see, treacherous right here. Instead of treacherous, treacherous.
Treacherous.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word cold. Instead of called, cold.
Cold.
Okay, give me that O sound right off the bat. Cold.
Cold.
There you go. That's it. All right, let's go to crystalline. Where did crystalline go? I swear, I was just looking at it. Oh, right here. Okay, so crystalline.
Crystalline. Crystalline.
There you go. One more time. Crystalline. So accent at the very beginning. Crystalline.
Crystalline.
There you go. And here at the very beginning here, you had midnight, and you had said midnight. So let's use short I there.
Midnight.
There you go. Very good. Awesome. Nice job, Dennis.
Okay, thanks, Chuck.
Very good. Okay, let's go to Laszlo.
Yes.
All right, Laszlo, let me have you continue, please. Start here at they had been dispatched. Read through the paragraph, this second one, and about half of this third one, okay? So I'll have you read to the 5-line road acting as a block to oncoming traffic, okay?
Okay. They had been dispatched to motor vehicle accident. They had been asleep, curled up in one of the 7 beds in the fire station dorm. Brian had been in the TV room watching the Times Square New Year's Eve celebration. They met in the hallway that ran between those rooms, pulling on uniform skirts, heading for the apparatus bay doors. Brian hit the doors opener and the apparatus bay door in front of the medic unit began its noisy ascent. Cold air blew past them as they pulled on their bunker gear. The roads were empty, everyone having the common sense to stay inside on this ridiculous or cold New Year's Eve. Easing the medic unit around the corner onto Highway 99, they scanned the roadway looking for icy pitches. Just over a rise in the road, both he and Brian saw the blue lights of a county sheriff's vehicle, puncturing the cold darkness. The white Crown Victoria was angled in the outside lane of the 5-lane road, acting as a block to oncoming traffic.
Okay, very good. Let's practice some words. First up is traffic. So this TR sound. Laszlo, we want to change that TR to a CHR. Okay, so instead of traffic, it's traffic.
Traffic.
There you go. Very good. Okay, now we've got a big new word here. This is punctuating. So this CTU is going to be like an SH sound. Punctuating.
Puncturing.
One more time. Punctuating.
Oh, sorry, has difficult meaning. Punctuating.
All right, punctuating.
Punctuating.
Almost. It's punctuating.
Punctuating.
That's it. There you go. Nice job.
You.
Yeah, that is a difficult word. Good job there. Okay. This word is patches. The word is
patches.
Okay. Let's go to scanned. Okay, this is scanned and not scanned, but scanned.
Scanned.
All right, good. Let's go to this word. The word is ridiculously.
Ridiculously.
Good. Okay. How about the word assent? They begin. It's
accent.
Where did assent go?
Middle. This line. Accent.
Oh, right here. Yeah. So assent instead of accent. Accent would have a C. That would be ACCENT. That would be accent. This is assent with the stress at the end.
Assent.
Okay, and this word here, it is apparatus. Apparatus.
Apparatus. Apparatus.
Good, good. Let's go to the word heading.
Heading.
Excellent, heading. And we have the word shirts. You had said skirts right here. Okay, it is shirts.
Shirts. Shirts. Shirts.
Excellent. Very good. Let's go to curled instead of curled. Curled.
Curled.
All right, and one last word. This is vehicle.
Vehicle. Thank you. Vehicle.
Okay, good. Nice job. All right, Laszlo, excellent.
Thank you, Chen.
All right, let's go back to Amparo. And Amparo, let me have you continue reading. Go ahead and finish off this paragraph, starting at Dave twisted the knob. Read this next paragraph and this third one. Okay?
Dave twisted the knob on the radio control head, silencing the siren. Slowly he guided the medic unit past the sheriff's vehicle, then turned off the road and parked at an angle, making the wrecked vehicle more accessible. Before he left the cab, he set the brakes and flipped on the toggle switch that powered the two scene lights mounted at the rear of the unit. The older model sedan looked surreal at an angle to the road, its front end pushed in where it had impacted a telephone pole, revealing a thin-strode engine block. Above this, the windshield was shattered where the frame bent upward. Brian began making his scene assessment as they caught. But both Brian and Dave stared at the wreck, at the steam rising from awkwardly bent metal, at the fluids that melted into the thin layer of frozen slush beneath the engine. The driver's side door intruded into the passenger space at least a foot, if not two. Brian met the officer at the rear of the wrecked vehicle, asked how many in the car. He looked into the vehicle through broken glass and bent metal.
Whew, that was a tough one.
Woo! Oh my God.
There you go. All right. Yeah, we had a lot of adjectives, a lot of descriptive words. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. First up, we've got looked. Okay. Give me that
Looked.
T at the end.
Looked.
Okay. Now, with the word to, you're saying tu. All right. And in sort of in pronouncing that like a Spanish tu. All right.
Okay.
So remember your T
Tu.
sound, tu. And then it's that two is really light. Two.
Two.
Okay. One more time. Two.
Two.
Good. All right. Let's go to foot instead of foot. Foot.
Foot.
Excellent. Okay. Layer. So this will be layer instead of layer. Layer. Layer.
There.
That's it. Good. Okay. Let's go to upward right here. All right. So where the frame bent upward. Try that phrase.
Where the frame bent upward.
Okay. Yeah. So instead of upward, it's word.
Word.
Upward.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah. So this is a tricky one right here. Its front end pushed in.
Its front end pushed in.
Good.
Pushed
Yeah.
in.
There we go. One more time. Its front end pushed in.
Its front end. No. Its front end pushed in.
There you go. Good. Good. Yeah. That's a tricky set of words together. Okay. Good. Let's go to sedan.
Sedan.
Yeah. Sedan with the stress at the end. This is a four-door vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A sedan. Let's go to the word turned. Okay, this is going to be that sound. Turned. Try that, please, Amparo. Turned. All right. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. So Amparo may have had an issue with her microphone. Okay. Let's go on. Let's go to Dennis. All right, Dennis. We ended here with metal. Let me have you read the next 4 paragraphs. Okay. So from all I saw down to then another crash, please.
Okay. All I saw is the one, the officer said. He shivered in the cold. His breath was jetting from his mouth energetically. In the front seat, I'm pretty sure it's a female. It looks like she was thrown sideways in the accident. Half of her is covered by the dash. She may be on top of someone. It's hard to tell, not a lot of room is there. They walked around the wreck, surveying, making sure it was safe for him to approach and work. The bitter cold did nothing to subdue the familiar smells of an accident scene, oil, transmission fluid, even a hint of antifreeze. But he could smell no gasoline. "Did you see the accident?" he asked. Brian moved up to the driver's side window. Inside there was a twisted form in what looked like a blue dress. Dark hair was mated against one shoulder, and her legs were cut beneath the columns of the dashboard. One arm was twisted up behind her head, through her matted hair, the pale hand curling into a claw. "No," the officer said, "but I heard it. I had the car pulled over just up the road. She drove by, and a few seconds later I had a crash, then another crash."
All right, very good. Let's start off with the word claw. Okay, give me that ah sound. Claw.
Claw.
All right, good. Let's go to the word head. Here you had said had. Okay, we want a short E. Head.
Head.
Okay, give me that short E. Head.
Head.
Good. Okay. Gasoline. The S here is an unvoiced S. Okay, so we say gasoline instead of gasoline. Okay, gasoline.
Gasoline.
Very good. Okay, now this new word for you, it is surveying. Surveying.
Yeah, not an U, but new if to speak about pronunciation. Surveying.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, looking around a place, surveying the area. Okay. All right, and I wanted to roll over this phrase right here. Okay, you were very close on it. Okay, I liked it, but I want to tighten it up just a little bit. Okay, so we would say it's hard to tell. Not a lot of room. Not a lot of room in there. Try that.
Not a lot of room in there.
There you go. One more time.
Not a lot of room in there.
Yeah, not a lot of room in there.
Not a lot of room in there. Not a lot of room in there.
Good. Yeah. So it kind of we roll through that through those first 4 words really quickly. All right. Nice job. That sounded really good. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Dennis.
Thanks, Chad.
All right. Let's go to Laszlo.
Yes.
All right, Laszlo, please continue where it says Brian leaned. All right, and I'll have you read down to steering column 2. Okay?
Okay. Brian leaned in the wreck. The roof of the vehicle had bent down when the front end was sewed back, so he had only a little room to work. "Looks like she was probably hit head on," David said as he continued assessing the damage. "Probably more to this side." He pointed at the driver's side of the car. She then spun around and hit the pole, still going pretty fast. Dave looked over at the officer. "How fast would you say she was going when she drove past you. Hard to tell, faster than she should have in these conditions, like she was late getting somewhere. Where is the old other card? Dave asked. Took off, I am pretty sure. The officer stepped past Dave, watched Brian struggle to go future into the car. From inside the car Brian yelled, "We need to pop to other door to get to her. Probably going to have to pull the steering column too."
Okay, very nice. All right, let's go to the word pole. Okay, instead of pool, pole.
Pull.
All right, very good. Let's go to the word the other door. Okay, the other door. Try that.
The other door.
Okay, give me that TH sound. Other.
Other door.
Good. Okay, now this word has a short U in it. Instead of struggle, it is struggle.
Struggle.
Good, nice job. Very good. Now up here, this word is should. Instead of should.
Should.
Okay, one more time. Should. All right, excellent. Okay, let's practice this word right here. The word is pretty. Okay, so the double T. Yep, double T is a D. Pretty. All right, good. Let's go up to this word here. The word is shoved.
Shoved.
Good. All right, so let's try this. The front end was shoved back. The front end was shoved back.
The front end was shoved back.
Good, nice job. All right, excellent. Okay, let's see here. Amparo, are you back with us?
Thank you.
I hope so.
There you are. I can hear you.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, so steering column 2. Okay, all right. Let's go down. Okay, let me have you start here at She Alive. Okay, read through these 2 paragraphs, these one-liners, and about half of this next paragraph. Okay, so ending on power plant to life.
Okay. She alive? The officer asked. Hard to tell, Brian said, and he pushed himself out of the car. I couldn't get anywhere near an artery. She's cut off, up between the dash and the seat. Hard to get to any place on her with a pulse, or even tell if she is breathing. Dave went to the back of the medic unit, opened the back diamond plate door, revealing a shelf with a portable power plant and a large tool with expandable arms, what was referred to as the jaws. Could you give me a hand? He asked. The officer grabbed the power plant. Dave pulled the jaws out and grabbed a large gray tool box that rested next to it. This is heavy, the officer said. Yeah, I know. Set it there, not too far away. 2 hydraulic lines, one red, one green, snaked away from the power plant and plugged into the rear of the jaw. Dave held the jaw by one hand near a thick towel that allowed him to control the opening and closing of the hydraulic arms. Behind him, Brian brought the power plant to life.
Okay, very good. Let's see. Let's check out some words. Going to thick toggle first. Thick toggle.
Thick toggle.
Yeah, one more time. Thick toggle.
Thick toggle.
Good. All right. Let's go to plugged instead of plugged. It is plugged.
Plugged.
Good. All right. Let's go to now hydraulic You said hydraulic arms here, and it
Yeah.
sounded like you skipped over it here. Did it take you a second to go, oh, that's what that word is, hydraulic?
Yeah.
All right, all right. So yeah, let's try that. We'll say 2 hydraulic lines.
2 hydraulic lines.
Okay, lean back on that 2 just a little bit. So ew. So it's more of a, instead of going to right to an oo sound, it's ew, 2, 2.
2.
There you go. There you go. Okay, and let's see. All right, I want to practice. Well, we have the jaws up there, so let's go to there first. Okay, set it there. Okay, here you had said set it there. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, I remember yesterday.
Okay.
Said it there.
There you go. Nice. All right. Now we've got jaws. This is a terrible word. It really is.
Jaw.
Okay.
And I have more than 4.
I know. It was all over the place. Okay. So with that J, okay, pop it. Push air into it quickly instead of prolonging it or lengthening it out. Saying jaws. Okay. It's a quick sound. Jaws.
Jaws.
That's it. Okay. One more time. Jaws.
Jaws.
Perfect. Okay, so let's try this in a sentence. We're going to say, Dave pulled the jaws out.
Dave pulled the jaws out.
Perfect. That's exactly how we pronounce the J.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a quick burst instead of lengthening it out. Okay? But the only thing that you'll need to remember with it is that yes, you need to make that vibration in your throat. If not, it'll come out like yas. All right, just remember that j sound, and it'll come out awesome. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go to breathing. This is a voiced th.
Breathing.
Breathe.
Breathing.
Good. Excellent. And let's go to caught up. Right here. She's caught up between the dash and the seatbelt. Try that line.
She's caught up between the dash and the seat.
All right, very good. Okay, nice job, Amparo. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Dennis. All right, we went to life, I believe. So, Dennis, let me have you continue at Dave dropped. Okay, read through this next paragraph, this one here, and this small one ending on to generate some warmth.
Okay. Dave dropped the face shield on his helmet, held the jaws at his waist, tested the expansion of the arms, closed them, then jammed the taper down into the line between the passenger door and the body of the car. The jaws twisted in his hands at the metal of the door, locked in place by the folded metal of the frame, resisting being forced open. Dave closed the jaws, adjusted the location of the tip, driving it into the car a little further. He knew the amount of energy that must have been absorbed by this car to distort the frame to the extent it had. He also knew that the energy was still there, draped in the folded, twisted metal, the metal he was trying to pry apart. At any moment, the door could fly open, or it could simply crumple on the seat of the jaws, split a little seam into its own structure, never opening until a force was applied that was equal to the force it took to close it like this. Brian watched the process, looking back occasionally on the noisy power plant. The officer stood at the back of his cruiser, rubbing his hands, trying to generate some warmth.
Okay, good. And that last word is warmth. Instead of warmth, warmth.
Warmth.
Good, good. Let's practice the word cruiser. Okay, instead of cruiser, cruiser.
Cruiser.
There you go. Yep, right into that ooh. Okay. All right, let's go to this word here. The stress is going to be right at the very beginning of the word. Crumple. Crumple.
Crumple.
There you go. Nice. Okay. And this word here, instead of trapped, it is trapped.
Trapped.
Okay, give
Trapped.
me that. There, that's it. Trapped. Okay. All right. Tip. All right, with a short I. Instead of teep, it is tip.
Yeah. Tip.
Okay. And the jaws. Okay, so we're going to use an ah sound here. Jaws. So Dave closed the jaws.
Dave closed the jaws.
Good, just like that. Awesome. Okay, everything else was really good. Nice job.
Okay, Chet. Thanks.
Let's see. Let's go to Laszlo. And also, welcome to class, Rimas. Good to see ya.
Thank you, teacher.
I'll have you read right after Laszlo, okay? All right, Laszlo, let me have you go from, again, the jaws twisted, down to thin arm for a pulse. Okay?
Okay. Again the jaws twisted in Dave's hands, nearly wrenching itself free. He was about to pull back and three the driver's door when, with her warning, the passenger door popped open, losing the twist on the jaws and scattering shattered glass across the ice blacktop of Dave's feet. Brian pulled his gloves on, grabbed the misshapen door and pulled in open future. The hinge fought the effort, Meta crying in protest, but the door opened far enough for them to see inside the dark interior of the car. There were popcorn-sized bits of shattered glass carved in the mat of her dark hair. She was face down on the split bench seat, her left arm beneath her, and from behind her seat her right arm came upright, twisting unilaterally at the shoulder. Her legs were caught between the dashboard and the seat. Brian reached in and swept the glass to the floorboard, then pulled his glove off and checked the pale this arm for a pulse.
Okay, nice job. Okay, you did really good on most of your ed ending words. Okay, I only
Thank
have
you.
one that we need to check on, and we'll get to that one in just 1 second. Okay,
Okay.
so let's practice this word right here. The word is thin. Okay,
Thin,
th sound. Yep, there you go.
thin,
Thin. All right,
thin.
good. Let's go to the word glove.
Glove,
Glove.
glove,
Okay, it's only going to be an sound. You're saying glove. It is glove. Glove.
glove, glove.
That's it. Good. All right. Now to our ed. Okay, this is reached.
Reached, reached.
Yeah. I heard you correct yourself on some of these. Some of them you went right through and had no problems. Really good job. Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to this word here. The word is unnaturally. Unnaturally.
Unnaturally.
Good. Okay, next word is beneath. Right here.
Beneath, beneath,
Okay, give me the th. It sounds like you're saying beneath with an f. Okay, th, beneath.
beneath,
Good. One more time. Beneath.
beneath.
There, that's it. Good. Okay, let's go to caught. Okay, so glass caught in the mat. Glass caught in the mat.
Glass cut in the mat.
Very good. Okay. We have the word interior right here. So instead of interior, it is interior. Interior.
Interior.
Good. Good. Nice job. All right. Let's go to this word here. Now, I can understand how you would say mishappen. Okay, but mishappen has, or like mishappen, okay, would have 2 P's and only 1 S. Okay, this word is, we have the word shape right there. Okay, we add on that
Misshap,
N. Okay, and this is misshapen, misshapen.
misshapen, okay. Misshapen,
Okay, with long A, shay, misshapen.
misshapen. Thank you.
Good. Yep,
Misshapen.
just like that. Okay, let's try the word the icy. Okay, the icy blacktop. Try that.
The icy blacktop.
Excellent. And one last word. This word is releasing. Releasing.
Releasing.
Very good. Nice job.
Thank
Okay.
you, teacher. Thank you.
Good, good. No problem. Let's go to Rimas. All right. So we went to Pulse here. And Rimas, let me have you continue. I'll have you read these one-liners. So starting at, okay, we need to get her out. And I'll have you read down to pull her out. Okay?
Okay. Okay, we need to get her out. We can't do anything in here. He said, how bad is she caught beneath the dash? Dave asked leaning behind Brian, making a quick assessment of the inside of the car. I think we are going to have to pull the steering column. Dave backed away. That's going to take some time. Does she have it? Won't know that until we get her out, but seems to be our only option. Brian looked back at his partner, though for a moment said, let's try pulling her. Maybe she isn't caught that bad. He turned back to the inside of the car, pulled his glove back on. Where the hell in the ambulance coming from the other side of the county? The officer answered. Dave took the helmet off and sat on the roof of the car. He then moved in beside Brian, looked at the mat of dark hair, the pale twisted arm, the blue dress that disappeared beneath the collapsed dashboard, and wondered if it was a good idea to try to pull her out.
Okay, very good. All right, so we are going to take a look at mainly ED endings. Okay, now while the next reader's reading, I'm gonna take a look at my videos, and I'm gonna try and get you my ED ending video. Okay, so I'll post that in the chat box so you can see that and look through that, because there it'll show you the rules. Okay, the rules that we use when pronouncing EDs. All right, some of your EDs are great. Okay, so whenever there is an R, okay, like disappear, you say disappeared, and it sounds great. Answered, that sounds great. All right, but when we have other ED endings, okay, we need to go right to a D sound or a T sound. Okay, so for example, this word here, the word is collapsed. Collapsed with the T ending.
Yes.
Okay, try that. Collapsed.
Collapsed.
Good. All right, this word would be moved with a D ending. Moved.
Moved.
Good. If it ends with a V, that ED is a D sound. All right. Let's go to pulled. All right, right here. If it ends with an L, pull, and we put an ED, that D is a D. Okay, the ED is a D sound. Pulled. Try that. Pulled.
Pulled.
Good. Okay. And turned, ending with an N, that's a D. Turned.
Yes. Turned.
All right. Now, if we end with a K sound, like look, okay, that ED is now a T. Okay.
Looked.
Look. Just like that. Good. Okay. Again, we've got a K sound. Back. How would we pronounce this word?
Backed.
Good. Yep, just like that. Backed. Okay. Now we've got a tricky word. Where did you go, tricky word? Okay, the word is ask with an ed on it. Oh, okay, right here. So ask with an ed. Now, the trick with this word is that we do not pronounce the K when we have an ed at the end. Instead of saying asked, we say asked.
Yes. Asked.
Okay, with the T, asked.
Asked.
Good, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can quickly find you my ed ending pronunciation video. I'll post that to you so you can check it out. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, sure, no problem. All right, thank you. Let's go to. All right, Amparo. Let's have you read next. And let's see, where the hell is the ambulance? Pull. Okay, so pull her out right there. Okay, good. All right, so let me have you continue from grab her there. Okay, grab her there, and I'll have you read down to dashboard, please.
Grab her there where her arm comes up, Brian said. Dave put his hand where Brian indicated, felt coldness between the fabric of her dress and her body beneath. The shape of her shoulder was wrong, but that was to be expected. The same force that had brought the front of the car in on top of her had thrown her back against the seat, tearing her shoulder apart in the process. We need to pull as if we were lifting her up onto the seat. Brian said, ready? Yeah, let's do it, Dave said, hoping they would not to do more damage in the process. It was the medic's call, though. Brian reached in and grabbed beneath her left shoulder and put his other arm across her back, hugging her to him. As they pulled, her upper body moved, but did not come free of the collapsed dashboard.
Okay, very good. Let's try this last line here. Okay, first up, we're going to work on body.
Body.
Okay, so instead of body, it's
Body.
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 Okay, all right, and all right. So did not. So we're going to start from here. Did not come free of the collapsed. Okay, give me that T at the end. Collapsed
Yeah.
dashboard and the D at the end here. Try that.
Okay. Did not come free of the collapsed dashboard. No,
There you go.
Did not come free of the collapsed dashboard.
Good. All right. So let's try those two words together.
Yeah.
Collapsed dashboard. Collapsed dashboard.
Dashboard. Collapsed dashboard.
Good. There you go. Yep. Those are tricky words being put together.
Because of the D.
Yeah. The T here at the end, then
Yeah.
into the D to the SHB, and then the RD. Holy cow. Yeah. All right. Very good. Yeah. Nice job here. The other parts here sounded good. Now, honestly, I was looking in this paragraph here. I was looking for a video for Rimas really quick, and I was trying to do it as fast as I could. But as you were reading, I didn't hear anything that kind of stopped me, okay, or anything like that. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't hear anything else. But yeah, very nice job. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Dennis.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis, let me have you read from Dave let her go, okay, down to under the seat, please.
Dave let her go. Damn, I was afraid of it. What now? Brain still had his arms across his back. We need to get her out. Dave thought for a second, and then felt under the seat. When he found the level, he pulled it, and the passenger section of the bench seat moved back. Not far enough, Brain said. Okay, let me go pop the other door, so I can get at the mechanism on the other side. Maybe we can get the other side to move back, it will be enough. Dave grabbed his helmet from the roof of the car, picked up the jars and carried it around the driver's side. That door was less willing to open, but the damage to the side of the car was more extensive. Finally, it came free with a loud bang, flying open and nearly knocking Dave to the ground. He set the jars down, grabbed the flashlight from his turn-out coat pocket, leaned into the smaller opening into the car, and reached under the seat.
Okay, very good. Let's go to opening. Instead of opening, opening.
Yeah, I tried. Opening.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this. So leaned into the smaller opening into the car.
Leaned into the smaller opening into the car.
Good. Yeah, nice job. Good job with saying into the. Okay, so yes, that's definitely how we say that. Let's go to the word pop instead of pope. Pop. Pop the other door.
Pop the other door.
Good. All right. Now, I want to go to the very beginning here. Okay?
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
I was afraid of that. Okay. So, how we say this, a lot of times we take of and we switch it to Okay? So, when I say this phrase, I say, damn, I was afraid of that. Afraid of that. Okay? So, try that. Damn, I was afraid of that.
I was afraid of that.
Good. One more time. I was afraid of that.
I was afraid of that. I was
Just
afraid
like
of
that. Yeah, when you read it, you had said it. I was afraid of it. Okay, but yeah, that would be that. Okay, and with that th at the beginning, we can't drop that th. Not like them. Okay, but yeah. So with that, we usually need to pronounce that th. Okay. Very good. All right. Thanks, Dennis.
Okay. So it's impossible, absolutely impossible to drop this th. Because
The th with that.
Sounds, I don't know. Sounds good.
Let's see here. I'm trying to
You
think
have
of
to
a
speak
time.
very, very quickly.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Let's where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Hold on. I'm trying to think of a phrase where we might. Where'd you get that? That ain't me. There, no. It's still there. It's still there, even though it may sound like dat, but not a hard D. More like a really soft th, like voice th. It's still there. It's not like when you say, "Where'd you get them?" All right, and we totally drop the th on them. You know that we still need that th there. I believe. I'll think of. I'll see if I can think of a situation. If you come up with one, if you hear something that someone says or whatnot, yeah, bring that to me because I'd like to hear that and I'd like to see if I could analyze it a little bit because it may be that they are saying it, but it's super quiet. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So check that out. All right, Laszlo. Laszlo, please let me have you read this next two paragraphs. So from their cot to leaving the shoe behind.
Okay. The calf under the seat was one of her feet. The blue high-heeled shoe twisted half off, exposing a small foot pale bloodless in the light from his flashlight. As he looked for the lever, then would allow the seat to go back. Dave also saw her leg, twisted and broken above her ankle. In one place the bone was pressing against the skin, in another, a little farther up her leg, a fracture of bone stuck through the skin. There was no blood. He pointed the flashlight at the lever, researched over and pulled. The driver's side of the bench seat moved back. Her leg, freed from the seat, slipped forward, leaving the shoe behind.
Okay, very good. Let's check out some words. All right, so first up is slipped. Instead of sleeped, slipped.
Slipped.
Very good. Let's go to the word lever here. Instead of lever, it is lever.
Lever.
Excellent. Now, the word blood, you had said blood. Okay, so we only want to pronounce that sound. Blood. Try that.
Blood.
Good. Okay, this word here is further. Further.
Further.
Okay, give me a TH sound, a voiced TH. Further.
Further.
Okay, good. One more time. Further.
Further.
All right, getting closer. Let's go to allow right here. This word is allow.
Allow.
Good. And first word here is caught. Instead of coughed, it is caught.
Caught.
Okay. Instead of cow and adding in a U, we only pronounce the ah sound. Caught.
Caught.
There you go. That's it. Okay, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so Rimas, I don't know if you saw the video that I put in there. That's my ED ending video. Okay.
Yes, I check some rules.
Okay, very good. So check that out. Unfortunately, I'm out of time right now. My next class that I'm doing is we're doing speaking and vocabulary, talking about going to the dentist, looking at some words and phrases that we can use when we go there. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming, you guys. We'll see ya.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thanks, Chef.